Right, buddy, Manchester United are in need of a number 10. We have been linked to a few. In this video, we'll be talking about 3 potential candidates that Manchester United could go and sign for that number 10 position. We'll be talking about Xavi Simons, Bryan Mbeumo, and Tyler Diblin. Now, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I'll be talking about them individually, price tags, and much more. So let's get straight into it. Now, number 1, I'm going to start off by talking about Xavi Simons. Now, he's been linked to Manchester United for actually a long time. Obviously, someone who is a very, very good player, still very young. He's been through lots of clubs. But again, he's a player who's been linked to Manchester United again. Now, United are in need of a technical number 10. I think Xavi Simons definitely has the quality to be that. And I think you look at what United have done and what United need. We need someone who's good on the ball. We need someone who's got technical ability. And at only 21 years of age, he does have that right profile. Now, he would be pretty expensive, but he's played 18 games in the Bundesliga this season, 7 goals, 5 assists. If you look at some of the clubs he's been at, PSV, PSG, Leipzig now, he's having a great season for them. And he's a very, very good player. I think his stats, are very, very good. Expected goals, 3.4. 3.54. If you look at per 90, averages 0.3 shots on target. He's a very creative midfielder. And you look at what United have, we have Ahmad in there, we have Garnacho in there. He's someone who's very technical and is very used to playing that number 10 position. He's technical, he's good on the ball, and I think he does have the creativity to be a top-class Manchester United midfielder. It would be a concern on the price tag. I think he will cost a lot of money. Leipzig will want a huge sum for him because he is a technical player. I mean, talks about £80 million. His value is about 69. His stats are definitely there. I mean, 12 goals and assists in 18 games is pretty good. I think he is that sort of profile that Manchester United are looking for. Good on the ball, technical. Again, the only issue would be the price tag. Now, the second player I want to talk about is Bryan Mbeumo. Now, someone who, again, much more older than Xavi Simons. He's 25, so only 2 years actually older than him. But again, someone who's got way more experience. Now, 20 goals and assists in the Premier League this season for Brentford. 15 goals and 5 assists is very, very good value. Now, he would be a much more cheaper option for Manchester United. £40 million. You can probably get him for around 50. That's the reports that they want for him. Now, he's had a very, very good season. This is his best season in the Brentford shirt. Now, he's been there for 5-6 seasons. Brentford are a selling club. I mean, you've seen what they've done with Ivan Toney. They sold him for money. They will sell players if the right money comes in. Now, they won around 50 million. I would actually offer this. He would be my number 1 ideal choice. I think he's on the ball fantastic. In the prime of his career, 25, so has that experience. In terms of stats, if you're interested in him, per 90, he averages 0.31 goals. Very good penalty taker as well if you need someone like that. He has got a decent record, and I think what he does, he's a hard worker, a technical player, and I think he can offer so much to this Manchester United team. As I said, technical on the ball carrying ability is fantastic, got a good shot on him, good on the counter-attack, and you look at what he's done for Brentford. He has that Premier League experience, and that's something that Manchester United need at this current moment. I think with the players that we have young players at the moment. I mean, Xerxes, 23, Ahmad, who probably will be used more as a right wing back, but again, he's still a number 10. You have Garnacho. There are still young players, but I think Mbeumo will have that experience and that quality to slot into that number 10 position for Manchester United. So he would be the second choice and my ideal choice. I think the advantages of him are just so good. Premier League experience, a bit more experience. He'd be one of our older number 10s, and I think that's sort of the quality that we need. Now, the last one I want to talk about is Tyler Diblin. 18 years of age, plays striker and kind of right wing for Southampton. 18 years old, a very, very young player, relatively inexperienced. But again, Southampton are probably going to go down, or most likely going to go down in the relegation battle. And he's someone who has come on the cards since then. He's been linked to Man United quite a bit. And I remember I think he played both games against us, but I remember definitely the first one when he absolutely cooked Delo against Southampton away. He was absolutely just running at him. He's got the close control. He can go on the outside, come on the inside, and he's got a great shot on him. Now, Southampton, if they're going down, you would expect the Premier League club to pick up someone someone of this quality of player for cheap. You look at how Chelsea do it in Man City, they will look at this player as he's very, very cheap, and he does fit the job effectively. Now, as I said, people talked about him being morphed into a right wing back in the Amorim system. For me, he would be one of those players who goes in straight to that number 10. I think left-footed, I think that's a very, very, we don't really have that many players. On the ball, the runs are fantastically. He's a very hard worker and does have that defensive ability if you need, which you will need from a 10. He'll be able to provide the support creatively going forward, and I think he does have the technical ability. As I said, another one who's Premier League proven. But again, I think I want someone with a bit more experience, and that's why I would go for Bryan Mbeumo. But there are 3 players that Manchester United can go out and sign for that number 10 position. You've got Xavi Simons, who's 21, playing for Leipzig. Again, would probably be a more expensive signing at around £80 million. You've got Bryan Mbeumo, who for me is my ideal choice. 25 years old, playing for Brentford, consistent player, gets goals and assists, has been Brentford's best player. I think he's like one of their highest top goal scorers behind Tony and I think Wissa. So again, very, very good player. Would you want to leave Brentford? I mean, you look at where Manchester United are. If we can get Champions League football, it would be a huge positive to attract these sort of players. And obviously the last one, Tyler Diblin, with Southampton going down into the relegation, into the Championship, you could potentially see him come to Manchester United for a cheap price. Again, I think he's a very, very technical player. But yeah, let me know your thoughts. Who's your Manchester United fan? For me, Bryan Mbeumo, as I said before. Good on the ball, got experience playing in the Premier League, technical ability, fantastic. Can score a goal, get an assist, defensive work rate at the prime age of his career, so has that experience. Not too old, but again, not too young. But again, let me know your thoughts. There's other options out there as well that Manchester United can go out and sign, but for me, they're the 3 that I've identified. I think they're the 3 who have been linked to Manchester United quite a bit. Xavi Simons probably sees the most unrealistic, but again, let me know your thoughts. Tyler Diblin, you can probably pick him up for 30 million, and Mbeumo probably 50, and Xavi Simons 80. So let me know your thoughts. Thank you for watching. Peace.